videos, because on this channel we have very many videos, very many of them, over 400 videos that you can use to do your revision. Let's go to the first question. You are told, what do the following branches of biology deal with? Physiology, it deals with study of functioning of the body. Morphology, that one deals with the study of external structure of organism. Number 2, the diagram below illustrates two common bacteria, A and B, that causes cholera and typhoid respectively. You can see them there. A and B, they have structure Y and the structure X. As you can see, you to identify organisms A and B. A is Vibrio cholerae, Vibrio cholerae, and B is Salmonella typhi. Go to next one. Name the kingdom to which the organism belong. They belong to kingdom Monera. Identify the structures labeled X and Y. X, as you can see here, X is there in B. That one is cilia. Y is flagellum. Flagellum. You are not supposed to write it in plural. Go to question number 3. State 2 reasons that make a bat classified as a mammal, yet it flies. The first reason is that it has mammillary glands. Number 2, external ears, that is penile. B, body covered with hair or fur, and then it's heterodot. Go to the next one. Name the taxonomic unit that comes immediately after the phylum in classification. That one is class. Number 4, beside venation, state 2 other external characteristics of leaves that can be used to classify plants. That one is leaf margin, leaf apex, a leaf size or length, and then attachment to the stem or the branch. Question number 5. Study the diagram of some organelles below. You can see them there. We should identify the organelle marked A. You can see it there. That one is Golgi bodies or Golgi apparatus. Number 6B. Give 3 functions of the organelle named A above. You are told to name that organelle, and you're told to state the 3 functions of Golgi body. That one is, number 1, transport of synthesized cell secretions. Number 2, secretion of synthesized protein and carbohydrates. Next, produce lysosomes. Next, packaging and transport of glycoproteins. Number 7, a student was viewing a slide preparation of a cheek cell and high power of a microscope. The features of the cell were blurred. Name the part of microscope that the student would use to obtain a sharper outline of the features. That one is fine and adjustment knob. Next, give the formula used to calculate magnification in the light microscope. That one is eyepiece lens magnification times objective lens magnification. Question number 8. Gut cells are specialized cells. State 2 structural features which suit them to their function. That one is thicker inner wall and thinner outer wall to allow for differentiation expansion. Next, they have chloroplasts that trap light energy for photosynthesis. Number 9. A student at Form 4 at Favor Secondary School observed that when sodium chloride was poured onto grass, the grass dried up. Explain this observation in relation to osmosis. Sodium chloride dissolves in the soil water, forming a hypertonic solution. Hence, plant roots cells lost water by osmosis, hence drying up. Number 10. The setup shown below was used to investigate as a physiological process by Form 2 learners. P and Q represent solutions of different concentrations. You can see it there. We have at the beginning of the experiment, then after 1 hour, and they have part P, Q and R. Name 2 materials in the school laboratory that can be used as R. What materials can be used as R? That one is cellophane, whisking tubing or tube, and then dialysis tubing. Next, which terms is used to describe solution P in relation to solution Q? That one is hypotonic solution. C. Account for the observation made in Q after 1 hour. Q is here. What happened? Q increased in volume. R expanded, increased in size. Since Q is hypertonic, P is hypotonic, thus Q gained water molecules by osmosis. Number 11. Explain the role of oxygen in active transport. The role of oxygen is to oxidation of food to provide energy for active transport. 11b. Name 3 processes that depend on active transport in animals. 3 processes that depend on active transport in animal. Number 1, absorption of digested food from alimentary canal of animals into the bloodstream. Number 2, a reabsorption of some salt and sugars in the kidneys. Next, accumulation of substances into the body to offset osmotic imbalance in arid and saline environment. Then, excretion of waste products from body cells. Then, sodium pump. Number 12, Sophia and a toothache. On inspection, the mother realized that a hole had developed from above. Identify the disease. That one is dentocardias. Number 2, state 2 ways the disease would have been avoided. Number 1, regular brushing of the teeth. Number 2, avoid sugary food. Next, chew hand food. Next, use teeth for the right purpose. Next, eat diet rich in calcium and vitamin D. Next, visit dentist regularly. Number 13, state the importance of each of the following features of the mammalian ileum. It is highly coiled. It is highly coiled. Next, slow down or highly coiled to slow down movement of food, allowing more time for digestion and absorption, be able to fit the abdominal cavity. Number 2, it is long to increase surface area for maximum absorption of food. Go to number 14. The shirt of a student was stained by solution of DCPIP. A friend advised him to wash with lemon juice. Explain. Lemon juice contains ascorbic acid, vitamin C, which decolonizes DCPIP. Go to number 15. Below number 15, let us put it here. Below is a diagram of organelle. See the function of organelle drawn above. This one is site of photosynthesis, manufacture of food. Using letter G, label on the diagram the part of the organelle where oxygen gas is produced by products. That one is labeled the granum. You can see the granum there. Next, name the part of organelle where carbon 4 oxide is utilized. That one is stroma. Next, you are told to consider the setup shown below where B and D are result of experiment. A and C represent consider the setup shown below where B and D are a result of the experiment A and C respectively, which had been placed in the sunshine for 3 hours. So you can see the experiment here. Sunlight, we have rat inside, then a cuddle which is dead on B. The other one, green plant, and the candle and the rat. A mouse is alive, but the first experiment after 3 hours is dead. What happened? Explain why. The mouse died in B. Died in B. Why? Lacked oxygen since all had been used up by the candle. Accumulated a lot of carboxyl hemoglobin due to a lot of carbon 2 oxide, thus poor oxygen transport to various tissue. The mouse was alive in D. Why? The green plant undertook photosynthesis, thus removed the toxic carbon 4 oxide, thus supplied the mouse with oxygen for cell metabolism. Number 16. Identify the surfaces of gaseous exchange in the following: paramecium, cell membrane, roots, damage. Next, frog, mouth cavity, moist skin, and alveoli. Number 17. State 2 adaptations of red blood cells for transportation of carbon 4 oxide. 2 adaptations of red blood cells: be concave in shape to increase surface area for diffusion of carbon 4 oxide. Number 2, presence of carbonic anhydrase, presence of carbonic anhydrase enzyme which catalyze or conversion of carbon 4 oxide into carbonic acid. Number 2, thin cell membrane to shorten distance over which gases diffuse. You go to number 18. Give a reason why halophytes have photophores. They grow in water-lodged soils which do not have air oxygen, hence rise there in air to carry out gaseous exchange. So the structures are used for gaseous exchange. Number 19, we are told state 3 homeostatic roles of the liver. Number 1, thermoregulation. Number 2, blood sugar regulation. Number 3, plasma protein regulation. Next, hemoglobin regulation. Next, protein, amino acid and fat regulation. Number 20, you are told state 1 economic importance of each of the following: plant excretory product. Tannin, that one is used to treatment of hides of skin into leather, manufacture of ink, printing fabrics, dyeing of clothes, painting of pattern in pots. Quinine, treatment of malaria. Question number 21. State the structural differences between members of classes Incesta and Arachid. Incesta one side, Arachid the other side. Body part, 3 body parts Incesta. Arachid have 2 body parts. Incesta have 3 pairs of legs. Arachid have 4 pairs of legs. Incesta have a pair of antennae. The other one has no antennae. Next, no kcse. The other one presence of kcse. Number 22. Give 2 reasons why accumulation of lactic acid during a vigorous exercise lead to an increase in heartbeat. Lactic acid is poisonous to tissue and must be removed to increase supply of oxygen to tissues to oxidize lactic acid. 23. State 2 ways in which anaerobic respiration is applied in industries. Number 1 is baking, forming of dairy product. Next, forming of organic acid, brewing. Yeah, those are the answers. Number 24. Name the structures in the human body that detect. Roman 1, external temperature changes. That one is thermoreceptor cells in the skin. 2, internal temperature changes. That one is hypothalamus. Number 25. Distinguish between a population and a community as used in ecology. Between a population and a community as used in ecology. Population consists of organisms of a given species in a given area at a given period of time. Community consists of all living organisms of different species in a habitat interacting with each other. Next, state 1 way through which energy is lost from one trophic level to the next in food chain: respiration, excretion, defecation. Number 26. Which part of the ovule forms the following structures after fertilization? Zygote, that one is egg cell. Tester, that one is integuments. 27. The diagram below shows a fruit specimen dispersed by a certain agent. Study the diagram carefully and then answer the questions that follow. You can see it has structures A and then B. What type of fruit is represented by diagram above? That one is cytology. Name each of the parts labeled and B. A is a hook, B is a pericarp. But 28. State the 3 factors that strictly hinder self-pollination. Protodary, protandry, and protagony or dichogamy. Then self-sterility, incompatibility, then heterostyle. Those are biology terminologies. We have dioecious, that is another one. But 29. What is meant by the term seed dormancy? That one is a period of rest in which a seed performs its physiological processes slowly and utilize little food. B. State any 2 external causes of seed dormancy. That one is low freezing temperatures. Next, lack of appropriate light wavelength.